I would just assume
Never with the Torah this.
Aaron knows.
Yeah, to have fresh
Well,
ones.
Aaron knows that we are trying to get in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, we can't. Yeah, I understand them wanting to lock things away, but I mean, really?
This right. Rather than me here, hang on, I have.
Hello there.
Yeah. Don't know where my pen went. Go ahead, where? Let's see. Hang on. Blessing before. Okay, yeah.
Do you want me to wear my mask, Dale? No. Okay. Here. You just feel like you need the. I know.
Where do you need me to write it?
Right down here.
You want it in Hebrew or in English? Yes. Like in Hebrew letters or? No. Oh. Transliterated? That's no fun. I have to read in Hebrew. You? Shit.
How's it going, Jesse?
I don't know if I
Yeah.
Let me just ask my dad what his Hebrew's name is real quick. Or so, I think it's Shammai, but does that sound right? We'll go with that.
Yeah, Shemai the Bluma. Bluma, right? Good.
Isn't Hebrew, it's Yiddish, but that's what it is.
Very good. That's fine. Michal Yisrael Abat Shemai the Bluma. And Shira Rina Elianu. And I'll do Talmud, Talmud, Shira Rina Elianu, Talmud, Talmud, Michal Yisrael Abat Shemai the Bluma. She doesn't go by Bat Leah, so I'm surprised. Jessie. We're going to call her how she wants. And so Hagbaz, Jesse, and Jenna's Galila.
Yeah, no, other way.
Oh, it is other way. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh,
Jenna's
Jenna's. Yeah, good. Yeah, that makes sense. This one. Whoop.
Down here, like, where it just said honoree. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, who's going to read the prayer for?
Mike will do them if you want him to, but he said the last time he did them, he messed them up, so you take it at your own risk. He's not here yet.
Who could we honor?
We could honor anybody. Let's see. Chloe might be. I haven't asked Chloe because I made her write the thing. And then was there anything else?
Oh, yeah.
When you do opening the ark.
Yeah, who's going to open the ark? Jacob wanted to.
Okay.
But who will Chloe go?
Yeah, Chloe would go up. I think she would do it.
Good. We'll
We'll assign her.
Okay.
If I just tell her we need you to do it because Karen will make it show.
Right. Very good.
Was there anything else? That was
Yeah. Got it. And by the way, do you want the sheet with the here? I'll have this.
that thing?
Yeah, the
If
Torah.
I'm not with the Torah, we should put it up here, but one of you has to be behind me just in case we need it.
Good. Get okay.
These are your announcements.
Yes. Move this over.
So we just need this. Maybe we should put this under here, so when we put the Torah out,
Yes. Okay.
should we put the pens underneath?
Sure. Very good. I'm gonna light the candles. Sure. there's two prayers. Trouble in River City.
Doing your best to circumnavigate.
It's just been chaos. Today I got social work. Jacob, we had to take him.
So I just come up with
Sunday night. So you spelled Mishabera. You spelled it B-E-R-R-A. So I played off of that. Yogi Berra, the greatest catcher in Yankee history, also is the guy who said, "If you come to a fork in the road, take it, or it's deja vu all over again." Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a joke. Put him on the Misha Berra list. So rather be on the Yogi Berra list. And I think they might have been contemporaries because father was born, father mom was born in 56. Yogi Berra was, I guess he would have been born in probably late 20s. About 56. See, you learned something.
Somehow, my dad always quoted him too, so it was.
Oh man, I mean, I read it. I read it. One of those great tomes of literature.
Right, exactly. Born in 25.
Good evening, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us tonight in this beautiful evening on Shabbat. Many of us came here for a variety of different reasons. Some people are here to embrace the Jewish tradition of celebrating Shabbat. Some people come to unwind and disconnect. It's typically why I come. But let's take a moment to embrace Shabbat. Let's take it in, the positivity, thinking about why we're here, inhaling Shabbat, exhaling the non-Shabbat. And to help us get started, Cindy, lovely Cindy, will be singing the opening prayer song, which will be found on page 22, and it's Miss Morshare.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר עשתך, ואמונתך בלילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
It is my pleasure to invite up to bless the candles Ed Levy.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzavanu l'chadtiv ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. We continue with Lecha Dodi on page 20, and when we sing verse 9, which comes up quickly, I'll invite you to rise and remain standing for the remainder of the song.
Shabbat,
remain standing and continue with the Barhu on page 28. Please be seated. We continue reading Ma'ariv Aravim on page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bivaro Ma'ariv Aravim bahokma poteach she'arim uvitvuna misanei itim umachaliv et hazmanim umisader et hakokavim Barmishpetehem birakira kiritzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mifnei choshef v'choshef mifnei or. Umavid yom omavi layla umavdil bein yom uvein layla Adonai tzavaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam ba'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. We continue reading in English at the bottom of page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate in your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We continue with the Shema on page 34. Please rise.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. We continue chanting the Ve'ahavta on page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol labcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayud hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha b'dibarta b'am Beshivtecha b'veitecha, uvleftecha b'derech, uvshapecha uvkumecha, uvshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beineinecha, uvtaptam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai yitem kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
We continue reading together on the top of page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get there, except by joining hands, marching together. We continue on page 40 with the Mi Chamocha.
Mi Chamocha, Elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha, Nedar HaKodesh, Norah Tehilot, Oseh, Feleh, Norah Tehilot, Oseh, Feleh, Mi Chamocha, Elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha, Nedar HaKodesh, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed.
We continue at the top of page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 44 with Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים Asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz ubayom hashvi Shabbat Shabbat vayinafat Shabbat Shabbat vayinafat V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם.
Please rise as we continue with our congregational tefillah, beginning on page 46.
Adonai safataktika ufi agitehilatecha. Adonai safataktika ufi agitehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zoher Aseh Avot v'Imachot, U'mevi Geula l'ivnei b'neihem, Leman Shemo be'achava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hatim ra'ab l'shia, Morid atah, Mekafel hayim bechesed, Mechaye metim berachamim rabim, Zomet noflim rofeh olim, Umatir asurim, Mechaye emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamo chaba'al gevurot, Umidom elah, Melech b'mitu mechaye, Umatzbiya b'shua, V'ne'emanata mechayot miti. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hametim. Kadosh Shema Kadosh, U'shishim b'chol yom v'aseh. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. We continue on page 58. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives, which you are in your hand. for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of the day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. Now please join us on page 60 for Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atamu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atamu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Letov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Ose shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru
please rise as we move to Seder Kriyat Torah, the Torah service, and turn to in your prayer books to page 246.
Shloshah Devarim, Shloshah Devarim, Shloshah Devarim, Olam, Olam, Omein, Shloshah Devarim, Shloshah Devarim, Shloshah Devarim, Olam, Olam, Omein. HaTorah le'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. HaTorah le'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtakavu le'har kodesho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtakavu le'har kodesho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
Please be seated. Tonight we read the first verses of Deuteronomy about the Hebrew passage into the land of Israel after 40 years in the desert. Next spring, Etz Chaim will return to the land of Israel on the first congregational trip in the last 4 years. I went on the last one. Knowing we didn't go during the pandemic, which is in a way a type of desert. Stay tuned for more details, including information session on August 3rd.
Ta'amod, Shira Rina Elianu, Ta'amod, Michal Yisrael Bat Shammai Vibluma.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'nahantan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Ele hadvarim asher diber Moshe al kol Yisrael be'ever hayarden bamidbar be'arava mol suf ben paran uven tofel ve'lavan ve'chatzerot ve'dizahav echad asar yom mechorev derech har seir ad kadesh barnea vayehi be'arba'im shana ve'ashtei asar chodesh be'echad lechodesh Diber Moshe el bnei Yisrael kechol asher tziva Adonai oto alechem. Acharei hakoto et Sichon melech ha'emori asher yoshev becheshbon ve'et Og melech habashan asher yoshev ba'ashterot be'edrea be'ever hayarden be'eretz Moav ho'il Moshe be'er et haTorah hazot lemor Adonai Eloheinu, diber aleinu bechorev lemor. Rav lachem shevet bahar hazeh, penu us'u lachem, uba'u har ha'emori, ve'al kol shchenav, be'arba bahar uvashfela, uvanegev, uvachof hayam, eretz haknaani, ve'halvanon, Ad hanahar hagadol, nahar prat. Re'e natati lefanechem et haaretz, bo'u orshu et haaretz, asher nishba Adonai le'avotechem, le'avraham, le'yitzhak, u'Yaakov, latet lahem, uzar am acharehem, va'omer alechem, be'et hahi, lemor, lo uchal levadi, se'et etchem, Adonai Elohechem, hirba etchem vehinchem, hayom, kechochvei hashamayim larov.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai notena Torah.
Amen. With the Torah in our midst, we turn our prayer towards those in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. This evening, we think of Rabbi Bruce Goldwasser, Rabbi Fred Wanger, Arnold Zahn, James Koenig, Nilesh Mehta, John Eulenberg, Celia Rohde, Janet Hockenberg, Clara Williams, Erwin Dorfman, Sonia Maria Reimar Miller, Carol Pretnar, Denise Fleischer, Melissa Bowman, Frederick Bryan, Rachel Bacchio, Joel Moser, Evan Georgie Johnston, Bianca Spala, Kylie Bruton, and all who suffer we know not by name. We continue with the Mishaberach on page 253.
Mishaberach avotenu mikor abraham leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mikor abraham lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
It is my pleasure to invite up our Hagba, Jenna Rashid, and our Galila, Jesse Notaris. Please rise.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael opi Adonai b'yad Moshe.
Please be seated. I'd like to invite up for the prayer for America, Len Jasinski. This is on page 258.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in spirit. Amen.
And for our prayer for Israel, I'll invite up Chloe Rashid, page 259.
O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shielded beneath your wings of love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all those who dwell there. Amen.
Our service continues on page 256 as we return the Torah to the Ark. Please rise.
Eitz Chaim hi lamachzikim ba v'tomchecha meushar derachecha tarchenu am v'chol netivotecha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Yameinu Kadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
Please be seated.
So, my mom was supposed to be here, but she got sick. So I'm reading this for her, and to get into character, I put on her name tag. Just imagine me a little bit shorter. A small section of tonight's Parsha spoke to all of us. Moses and the Israelites had been hanging out in Jordan the following years in the wilderness, and all the... It's a Yiddish word. Series? Suris. Probably not Yiddish then. They dealt with along the way. Eventually, Adonai said that they had stayed long enough to feel safe at the Jordan Mountain. They needed to continue to the land of Israel, a new land to them. We were successful in one way or another when we stepped out of our comfort zone. Some of the time, we fell flat. In my story, even my voice fell flat. When planning our service, we acknowledged that it would be catastrophic for Ed to do Michelle's job and ask for the scalpel, because of course you can't jump into something like that without a particular skill set. If I tried Joel or Ed's jobs, the world would turn into financial ruin. Okay, so I'm exaggerating a bit. Find the right time and place where you are and are not putting anyone in danger. We hope you laughed and learned while myself, Ed, Joel, and Michelle, and possibly some of you, stepped out of your comfort zone just now.
Okay, so 10 years ago, I was tasked to be the temple treasurer and to teach Tikkun Olam to our 10th grade teens. While I was quite capable of calculating the congregation's cash and clearly capable of alliteration, Being a Sunday school confirmation classroom teacher was way wide of my cocoon of comfort. Thankfully, I had good mentors and grew into the role, and I'm now the proud owner of a green pullover, Etzheim pullover. It hasn't been worn yet because it's been warm. Marking a decade of educating our youth about repair of the world, one of Judaism's core values. And even though I'm term limited out of being the temple treasurer, despite my pretending to be the officer of, on Bema duty tonight, I will continue teaching in our Sunday school for the foreseeable future.
Devarim spoke to me, as so eloquently read by Michelle, in stepping out of my comfort zone. So hot off the presses, a good example in my life is starting July 31st, I'm starting a new job. For the bulk of my career, have been working in internal audit. So before the eyes glaze over, what that is, essentially, larger companies have a department called internal audit, which is responsible for checking things, keep making sure that risk is identified, internal controls are in place, people are doing their job like they're supposed to. And I was working at a large manufacturing company as a manager of internal audit. I was approached for a role where, unlike what I have been doing for the course of my career of working under a director, that I would be leading the internal audit and working for a company that does not have an internal audit function at all. So I have to make one. So exciting and scary at the same time. But knowing that I have self-confidence and experience, I know I'll prevail, and if not, I'll see you guys here working in the office.
So if anyone else has a story of when they stepped out of their comfort cocoon, is that what the term? Their comfort zone, feel free to come up. Chloe.
A few weeks ago, I tried a new program to improve my social skills because I struggle with socializing and empathy. It was a very valuable experience.
So I can say I witnessed Chloe lobby Congress back in February, and maybe it was March. Seems like a long time ago, but that really took Chloe out of her comfort zone, but she nailed it. She did great. We've got video evidence. If anyone wants to see it, you'd have to talk to mom or dad, because I'm not sure. Chloe wants to brag, but I wanted to brag about Chloe. Anyone else? Oh, good. Come on up. We got to hear about Leia. Good.
Once again, pretending I'm my mother. In high school, I played piano and sang a solo after years of fear of playing piano in front of people. It had been 4 years since I sang a solo, and even though it went flat, I'm willing to sing flat in front of people.
Anybody else have an example? Come out of your comfort zone? So, as I lost my space.
Jacob's going to step out of his comfort zone. Actually, he loves having a microphone. You want to tell him when you first went to camp and your parents cried, but you were right off overnight camp, you were there. Camp Redleaf, remember?
Yeah, yes.
I think it was July 4th, 2009. You were about 11 years old. Maybe you were 10. And you were just like, see ya, Mom and Dad. I'm going to camp, overnight camp, like all the other kids do, and we didn't hear from you for a week, and we were scared. But I think we went and bought a new car, so that was some consolation. All right. Good job, bud.
Take it away, Cindy.
Turn in your prayer book to page 42. This is a version of the Hashkivenu prayer, prayer for peace. There are English verses that you do not have, but the chorus is the first two lines of the Hebrew. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amidenu shomreinu l'chayim. L'chayim. L'chayim.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Joel Spenadel, and I'm in my second job here, giving you some announcements tonight. Thank you to Leah Dicker-Notaris and her entire family, Michelle Slogoff and her entire family, and Ed Levy for leading services with me, including my son. Thank you to our greeter, Rachel Wood, and our security team, and thank goodness for you, Cindy Michelasi. Yom Haledet Sameach. Happy birthday to Cindy. It's her special day. She's spending it here with us. All right, now join us on Tuesday, August 8th for Dinner in the Lot, sponsored by our Midlife Adventurers group. We're having Poochie's hot dogs of Skokie and then sharing a brief discussion of Jewish spirituality. And although it's not on the sheet, if you're interested in joining the Social Action Committee, of which I happen to be the chair in my new role, we have our first meeting on Tuesday night. It's on Zoom, so you don't have to go very far, but see me and I'll make sure you get the info for that. Please join us after services for a wonderful oneg in the social hall. Shabbat Shalom.
It is my pleasure to invite up Jacob and Chloe to the Ark, and we continue our service on page 282 with the Elenu. Would everybody please rise?
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated.
ונאמר וחי אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the seasons in year past, and those we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Sarah Bernstein, mother of Joel Bernstein, William Eatman, father of Lorne Eatman, Aaron Kanowitz, grandfather of Edward Silverstein, Maxine Dicker, mother of Elise Sarabasi, stepmother of Leah Notaris. Larry Goldberg, father of Barbara Goldberg Anderson. Joseph Katz, grandfather of Jessica Wills. Lillian Vider, grandmother of Jennifer Brower. Michael Moscow, father of Esther Morales. Sharon Samuels, wife of Steve Samuels, mother of Michael Samuels. Sam Schroeder, son-in-law of Roy and Lila Wachowski. Sarah Blumen, sister of Lila Wachowski. Freda Asher, sister of Mark Triffler. Marvin Factor, husband of Gail Kessler. Morris Friedman, father of Patricia Friedman. Isabella Zeitlin, grandmother of Barbara Tischler. Elizabeth Nedwick, grandmother of Rebecca Miller. Adele Schwartz, grandmother of Robin Dombeck. Dana Sefman, sister of Julie Benario. Beatrice Siegel, mother of Merrill Diamond. Isabel Kaiser, mother of Reese Kaiser, grandmother of David Kaiser and Sarah Siegel. Bernice Schoenfield, mother of Rick Schoenfield. Selma Merriman, mother of Barry Merriman. James Wolfson, husband of Carol Wolfson. Mark Becker, and Bradley Eagerman. We join together as one community for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Please rise. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shmei Rabbah v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'v'yomechon Uvrei dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagalal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam olamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpramar v'yitраman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudasha brichu. Le'ela michol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata, da'am miram b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
V'imru amen. Amen.
Please be seated. We will conclude our service tonight with our closing song, and because I have the wrong sheet, I don't know what it is. So Cindy, what do we have?
It is Ya'aloz Sadai on page 13. We are 4 lines up from the bottom of the page. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai ay 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 Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai ay 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 Haziranenu kol atzei Haziranenu kol atzei Haziranenu kol atzei Haziranenu kol atzei Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai ay 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 Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo Ya'aloz Sadai ay 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 ay.
Okay. Gang, come on up. All right, we join together in Kiddush and Motzi. Jacob?
Baruch atah Adonai Imelech Haolam.
Borei Peri Hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kadsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinkilanu. Zikaron lamaaseh bereshit, Hiyun tehila lemikrade kodesh, zecher litziyat Mitzrayim, kibanu v'charta, yatanu kidashta, mikol Shabbat kadshecha b'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. Okay. Go ahead, Jacob. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei Motzi Lachan.
Snoot.
I was following his lead.
Shoot.
That's okay, bud. Come here.
Say it white.
He stepped out of his comfort cocoon and he did very well. Shabbat shalom, all.
Shalom.
Go enjoy our own egg.
So sorry.
You did great, bud.
I try to keep it up. I can't kind of get it out. Thank you.